Hi, I'm Nathan with Liberty Bell Furniture Repair. What we have on the bench today is a cute little child-sized rocker. This is made by Stickley, Gustav Stickley and Company. Handcrafted. It's an arts and crafts period chair. You can see the sweet little label right here. It's simply in to get the rocker repaired, and the joints, as you can see, like right here, are rather loose. So we're going to knock the thing apart and re-glue what's loose and send it back into use. As you can see here, the screw holes have been wallowed out, rather damaged by the loose screws. And so we're going to have to drill this out and put a plug in it so that there's solid grain to run the screw back into. So as you can see here, we've got the seat out, lying over here, and the seat is actually holding this entire chair together. You can see broken dowel on either end of this stretcher and one on this one. So the whole chair was being held together by nothing but the seat. And so now we will just tap the beastie apart. And the next question is whether or not this ladder back needs to be re-glued, and sure enough it does. So now we need to disassemble this whole frame, except that it's pegged, so this could render things somewhat interesting. If you look right here, you'll see that this joint has got a peg that runs down through the tenon. So what we're doing over here on the other side, and we'll do the same thing here, is we're simply drilling that peg out. And then we'll grab a small chisel and pick it loose so that we can get this chair apart. I'll then have to make a new peg to reassemble the chair with. Alright, so at this point we've basically gotten the chair completely disassembled. The only thing is I'm debating whether or not I want to tear this front ladder apart. It seems rigid enough. I'm not feeling a whole lot in the way of flex in it, and so I think we'll probably leave it be. Alright, we've got all the old dowel holes cleaned out. Ready to go here. We just need to butter all the mortises and tenons back up with hide glue, and we'll reassemble, and stay tuned. So the glue is basically set up now, so we've just got to pull the thing out of the clamps, and then we'll set up the replacements for the bottom of the legs where the screw holes were stripped. So if you look here, you'll see that there was a broken off screw down in this hole, which resulted in a split in the leg splitting. So what we're going to do is we're going to clamp the bugger together so we can drill it out to fill that gap with a new dowel, so there's something for the screw that holds the rockers on to purchase onto. Let me take and that gives us a nice clean hole that we can then drive the dowel into. This one I don't think needs anything. This one does, as does this one. You can see the difference. That one's fine, not fine, and really not fine. Alright, so we can see the chair is all assembled and rocks nicely again. So the final step is to install the seat. I'm going to put new screws in because the old screws had the heads were slightly stripped out. And it's easier to simply put new screws in than fight the old ones back in and have them be a problem for somebody in the future. There we go. One Stickley child's rocker fully re-glued. Ready for another 100 years.